Hey guys, welcome to DevOps In this video tutorial, we are going to learn about Kubernetes. Kubernetes is developed by Google and it is an open source platform that automates container operations. It eliminates many of the manual processes involved in deploying and scaling containerized applications. After going through this tutorial, I promise you that the concept and understanding of the Kubernetes will be absolutely clear to you.
But before that, let me ask you a few things. Are you dreaming of a career with higher pay and more responsibilities? Or are you ready to take your skills to the next level this year? Then start investing in DevOps certification level courses which will help you to emerge skills for a wide range of entry-level roles and as well as higher potential future positions. But with thousands of courses online and in classroom worldwide, finding the right one for your career goals can be difficult. You can consider our courses like Agile Developer, Agile QA, DevOps Certified Professionals, Site Reliability Engineering, DevSecOps, and Masters in DevOps Engineering, where you will have access to well-structured, easy-to-follow course content that has been developed and will be delivered by industry professionals. You can join on our training programs globally through online platforms, and if you are looking for classroom workshops, then we have regular sessions available in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi NCR, Mumbai, and in Pune. Simply compare our many courses, find the one that suits your style and schedule best, and start today.
So last day we understand what is service, right? What is service? And service was nothing but a load balancer, load balancing pod, correct? But how? Using labels. Okay, so now I'll correct the statement which we said. Labels of pod must match with selector of service. Automatically pods get load balanced by service. Now who's helping this? Using service discovery component, which is core DNS, okay, which is in the system. Okay guys, so now I also talked about types of service. So here I talked about 4 service. One of the service which is cluster IP, then we talk about the node port, and then we talk about the load balancer. One more elastic IP is there. I will give you as part of your task. So clustered IP, this service would get IP range of pod network and load balance pods. Now when you see node port, this would create cluster IP service SVC and expose to node port of the node, one port of the node. This service, this would create node port and add all and create one external load balancer and add all cluster node into ext load balancer. So I hope it is clear now, guys. Can I show you the demo, everyone?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so now what is a workstation? Workstation IP address is today this one. I put it in the day 3 notes itself. This is the workstation. Yes, I'll just improve this color. Click OK, apply. Okay, CentOS kubectl get nodes. So see here, 3 nodes is ready. Sure, why this is not ready? I need to check. Later I will check. 3 is ready. That's sufficient for time. Okay, so now second thing is I am going to create node port. So here what I will do, kubectl create -svc -h, and here I will select node port. So here we need to select service node port -h, and then we get commands. Now this command which we need to understand, that node port. Okay, so see here, kubectl create service node port. What is a node port? NS. Now here you see this is the service port 8080. Now pod port is 80. Where is a node port? Node port will be automatically exposed, which will be given by Kubernetes. Okay, again you can modify if you want to modify node port also, you can do that, but yes, automatically let it come, so that's best. Okay, so here I am creating node port. All this thing I'm showing you manually. Oh, I made a mistake. -n. I will delete this. I should create in delete service my ns. I deleted. I should create in my namespace. Created. So now kubectl get svc. Now you see here. Now this is the here. So now this is the my node port. Look at this, type is equal to node port, and interestingly here this node port created clustered IP also. See here, and service IP address this one, and a node port which I said you will get it by default, this is the one. So they have a 30,000 range, so they will allocate one of each. Okay guys, did you understand this? Guys, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, Rajesh.
Yeah.
Yes, Rajesh.
Now
Rajesh, can we specify this? Excuse me, Rajesh, one doubt. We can specify this node port also, no? 31538.
yeah, you can edit and you can specify anything which is not been used across the network. Understand, across the network you can use it, but it's safer to be let it them know, because you don't know which node you are using, which port sometime. If you have more than 200 300 nodes.
Okay.
Okay, so kubectl describe svc my ns -n Rajesh. So here you see this is the service port. This is the IP address of cluster service IP address port network. This is the node port. Okay. Now see selector here. Where is the selector? Here. Selector is myNS. So do you have any pod which has a myNS? Get pods -n Rajesh --- show labels leb els. Now you see my ns is not there, so can we apply this label? But you know one thing, what I'm trying to do this time, I don't want to edit because I'm feeling lazy. So can we change the label through command line? That can be used through the CI also, by the way. So can we do this? So can you help me with the command, any command which can help me to change the label of pod? Any command?
Label.
Any command, guys?
Label.
Okay, so I found out label. Yeah, I found out label. And what else after this? Now guys, so many examples you have it. You can try it out with a peace of mind. It will definitely help you. You can filter it based on the label. You can do a lot of operations based on the label. But right now my requirement is very simple. I want to apply the label to which pod. I have a pod also. Look at this. I have this pod. So I'm going to apply this label. My pod name is this one. And what I want, apply app is equal to what is this? My CS, I guess. NS. Sorry. NS. By the way, let me tell you, this label is already exist. So can we apply this? See, sorry, hyphen n is equal to Rajesh. And you see here, can we apply? No. So you have to override it. So you have to add this override. See here, now it's done. Can I check whether it's done or not? I'll do that same thing with one also. Okay, I did both pod. Now can I check here? See, minus added. Now can I describe the service? See guys, two pod got automatically load balanced. So label rocks, but the right statement is selector. It should match with the selector. It has nothing to do with this label. Okay, so now can we validate it? So guys, I said very clearly, any node, this service will get exposed through kubeproxy. Very clearly, any node. So in fact, it is accessible on a node port also. You want to check it out? Let's check it out. Here, what should I do? It's not accessible. Any idea what mistake I'm making?
You're not using the port.
It is not port.
Is it
Port
which port? Which port?
It will be
8080.
30, no, 31538.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
88.
What is the 8080 port? It is for the service. Remember, pasted IP. This is for yeah. Node got exposed at this place. The service. Sorry. So here now I am trying to access. Okay. So I'm trying to access. It should be accessible, but unfortunately it's not coming. So what is the reason for this? 31538 IP address I corrected. Should be accessible. Okay. Let me check other.
I think you should use that service port, right?
Service port is not a service port. No, it's an expose at the node port. I wanted to access the node port, right? Okay, so it's not accessible. Let's see what are the mistakes I'm making. So here first I'll validate troubleshooting. First I will validate whether it's accessible at call, because that will be accessible only if this is accessible at 8080. And you see it's accessible. So I'm thinking what could be the reason for it. So I don't see any reason. Can you do one thing? Can we the service is running at the cluster IP. So, and if I describe, this is getting exposed also. The IP address is correct, 31538. So here I am doubting the 31538 maybe is your firewall.
What is
I'm just
15?
checking out my firewall.
This that IP is one, right? 15.
Huh?
Is that the node IP? I mean the machine IP. You have given 152.1.16. That is the right IP.
Just it's a just a second. Hold on. So there's no firewall issues for sure. And master, this is the master, and this is the worker. And this is the worker. This is also worker. This is also worker. Now 4 worker I am having, out of which 1 master. So let's try this. So this is not expected. This is not expected at all. I'm trying all of it to make sure something is broken or something. $69, $90. So these are the 4 pods. One more time, I'll just get validate. So kubectl get svc -n is equal to Rajesh, and port number 31538. That's correct. There's no problem. So here the IP address should be accessible. This is not. This is not. Okay, maybe my browser may be having some issues or something like that. Can you just please confirm me? Can you try from your side also? Because this is not expected at all.
Sure.
Can you please try one of these? Can you access?
It's working.
So why it's not working for me?
Close the browser and reopen. No?
Yeah, I don't want to close because it's open on this. Okay, let me
But
try
it
with
works
another
for
browser.
Can you say try one?
for 2 node, but not working for one of the node.
That's okay. One node is down, I guess. One node is down. I know that. Let me try in the Firefox.
So connected to VPN something.
Okay. Sorry about that. Did you understand this?
Yes,
Anyone? Okay, now let me show you the next page. Before that, I would like to remind you, because many of you might forget, and I think yesterday some of you have given me suggestion to be a little bit slow also. So here, understand this. Again, I'm redrawing the same image. This is the cluster. Okay, this is a cluster, and here you have a one node, one worker. Here you have a one worker, and here we have a node IP. Okay, node IP, and here we have a pod. There is a one pod of front end in a different color I'm putting up, so you understand it. Okay, so now there is one service needed for what? Backend. So here service will redirect to this arrow. You look at this, service will redirect. Now this front end should talk to this service. Okay, this they should talk to this service. Now it will redirect to here or here. This service is cluster IP, we have discussed already. Now we need one more service here. We need one more service. This is for the front end. So I'll change the color. This is for
Rajesh, your video
this is a service.
You're not able to correlate with your voice.
Why is it?
Yeah, I don't know. Guys, are you guys
It
facing
feels
the same
fine for
problem?
me. It is okay for me.
No problem for me.
Okay.
And
I think it is your end, probably.
Okay. Sorry. Guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So here I'm going to create one more service for this. It's a front-end service. Okay. So here this service will load balance this pod. Okay. Arrow, you look at this place carefully, and this will balance. Now this service need to be exposed. But what? At what? Because this service is a network IP address. Sorry, pod network, and you want to access this at node network. So what you need to do? This will get exposed. So I'll just change the color. Here, this will get exposed to the node network. This will get exposed to node network, all a network, all node of the network. So now we are able to access this node. We are able to access this node, but this is not the real scenario, right? You can access all these things, but will you accept this? Will you accept this? Not at all. Because if you give one IP address, you hard code, then every load will be on one IP address. So what about the rest of ideas? Load balance should be there. So that is where we're going to create external load balancer of the node. It's external. Kubernetes is not controlling this. Okay, understand? External. Now, this is the external load balancer. Okay, so here if you see external load balancer, this is a load balancer. You can get it from the AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, and all. Now, by the way, this if it Kubernetes has a access and API address and all stuff like that. I mean, most of the time access, not API address. Then Kubernetes create external load balancer through this type, the command which I'm going to tell you, that will create. But unfortunately, I did not set up Kubernetes through for the cloud. You have to do multiple configurations and plugins, this, that, and all. So that you could have used cops. If you remember, day one I said if you want to if you want to read all the services, uh, then you have to use the cops. Cops is a easy way. You can convert this one also, but lots of manual activities will happen. For example, let me talk about it. Somewhere I said, see here. So here, if you want to do uh, manual, but in cloud, then cops. So what will happen? This utility will configure all things on behalf of you. So that way it will save time. But I did through kubeadm. This is because of training purpose and certification purpose also. So now I have to show you manually also. Though you can do manually also, you can configure. So right now Kubernetes don't know about AWS, the credentials, reason, token, this, that. So it has no idea. So here this load balancer which is on AWS cannot be created by Kubernetes cluster, but it will create only these two. It will create node port, and load balancer, external load balancer will be in a pending state. How it is? Let me show you. So here now I'm going to create a external load balancer. So command is same, but little bit type will change. So now let's understand this. Here I type so here I type -h, and you see here there is a load balancer. I'm going to create -h. -h, and you see here this is the command. Okay, this is the command. You can create a load balancer. So my LBS, this is the service of port 8080. This is the port 80, and we have to create. So guys, just give me 2 seconds. Just sorry about this disturbance. Just give me 2 seconds. Someone is knocking my door and multiple times.
This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so here they have a service which is load balancer. Name of the load balancer. This is the port 8080, service port 8080, and this is the port. Okay, so this will create a node network, but it will try to create a load balancer also, but it will go into the pending stage. Let me do that. So here I am doing it right now. Hyphen and Rajesh. Okay, see here it got created kubectl get svc hyphen and Rajesh. So here this is the load balancer. You see you got the clustered IP also. You see you got the node port also, and you see you got the external IP which is a pending right now. So load balancer is in pending, but if it is connected to the AWS, they will create through APIs based on the access you provided, and they will create and feed this data. It will take few minutes, but it will feed the data. What they will do, they will add this external IP, that the load balancer, those nodes, whatever is a part of the cluster. Like these are the nodes which is a part of the cluster. But what I am going to do right now, the same thing which is pending right now, I'm going to show you manually. So let's do that manually. So look at this here. I go to load balancer. Here it is. Okay. So here I'm creating one load balancer. You can create any load balancer, it will work for you right now. But classic, this is for demo, KX demo. And what is the load balancer IP address you want? 80, let it be. What is the instance protocol? Any idea what should be here? Any idea, guys? What should be here?
The node port.
What should? Which one?
Node port of my LBS.
It's 8080, right?
No, 31373.
Okay. So yes, you can use this one, guys, or you can this. So remember, this is external load balancer. Balancer balance the node port. This service was internal. This node network, this load balancer balance the pod network on the pod network on the pod on the network pod network. Okay, so understand this, both are in a different network altogether. So this proxy node proxies merging together, exposing merging together. So understand that. So yes, you can use this one also. You can use this one also. Depends upon your environment need. And I type it. Click next. What is this? I did some, oh, there's a spelling mistake here. And here assign security group. You can control the security group here also, but I'm opening up everything. It's not a good practice, but just for the demo. Health check. I'll little bit set, little bit less, let's say 2, 5, this, that, so that way. And which are the node, which is the part of the cluster? Manually, I'm doing it. Worker. These are the 4. Out of worker is not responding for some reason. I have not got a chance to look into that. Create. That's all. So now guys, I got this load balancer done. The task which I did it manually, you could have got it done if you have an integration of Kubernetes with AWS. Okay. Now this is the instance, number instance. See, out of service right now. It will take few seconds to come in service. Listener and all, everything is okay. You see the description. This is your load balancer, a record. If you understand the a record, it's wonderful. So here I'll wait for health check instance to out of service to in service. Just wait for a few seconds, it will be okay. unknown, out of service should come by now. By that time it should come, but I'm thinking what should be the reason for it. Okay, I think I know that. Let me find out. So if I check here, do I have index.html or not? We have index.html already. Anyone, can you help me with this? Can you open up this page, and if you're able to open this page, exactly this one, because I can open up. Is accessible?
Rajesh is accessible.
Okay, so I don't find any reason for it. What could be the reasons? Let me check. 31373, 31373, which is 31373, and that's okay. Everything is okay. And let me check first. My session getting timeout. So here,
Rajesh, I'm not able to access 31373.
is it? Let me check just a second. Okay. I understood. Any reason, guys? Any reason? I
Still
think
pending.
that's correct. That's no, that that service whatever we had, this label should match, no? A selector label.
Yes.
I did not. Yeah,
It's
I did
not
not do that
to
actually.
connect to ports.
Yeah. So it is my LBS, right? So I'm going to do do one thing. I'm going to do something here. System hanging actually some reason. Okay, so I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to the Kubernetes. I'm going to Rajesh, and here I'm going to pod one. Okay, and I'm going to copy this RC. So more RC and image name. I'm going to take it mine one. So that way we can see the view difference. So here pod one. Here the label was LBS, I guess. LBS. If I
Yes.
correct it, okay, let's LBS.
Yeah.
So save it, and image name here, this is the one, v1. Okay, this is the one, kubectl, and create -f, and okay, I have to change the name also, right, by the way. So here 2 so kubectl create -f pod 1.yaml. Oh, by mistake I did, so sorry. I wanted to create it mine. Delete, and -n is equal to Rajesh, and here I created 1, and I will modify one more time here 2 3, and image name also will change 2. Okay, and save it, and one more time create, done. Now can I check this? So kubectl get svc -n Rajesh. Okay, so here now can I first check whether it's there or not? So curl http port 8080.
Sure.
Okay, now it's accessible. So now I think health check should be fine in few seconds, because I made it working, because health check has a condition index.html, so it was not satisfying last time. Now it will satisfy. See, one service, one node is down for some reason, just forget about it. So 3 is up. So can this is the A record. Okay, this is the A record. So now you see here see, sometime you get v1, sometime if I try from the different browser, sometime I try from the different browser, you get v1, refresh, refresh, stick here, v2, see here, v2, v1, see here, v2. Did you see that? So the load balance is happening. So look at this here, 4 things. I hit here, this go to the node port redirect to this service go to one of the pod which is of the front end. This front end will take you to the back end. Now all this thing happen. So guys, did you understand so far?
Yes, Rajesh.
Yes.
Now guys, actually, do you really hit this load balancer in real time? Do you think? No. You hit what?
DNS, separate domain name.
You
Not
hit
bot.
what? You hit domain name, right? You hit www.google.com. So now here, here it should be DNS server. How do we set up a DNS server? Let me do that. Go to the Route 53, which is a DNS service on AWS. We have to buy a domain. I have a domain, which is I bought it, but in a GoDaddy, but I exposed it to here. So for some many changes has to be done, but I'll show you the stat list. How can you add the A record? Okay. So here, okay. So hosted zones have a two hosted zones. And you see here, I have two hosted zones. Now I'm going to modify hosted zone of record counts. Should we do this? Let's try this free books. Let's try this one. Okay, so this is the domain which is hosted actually. So what I want the A record for SAM1 domain. So what should I do? So for that, create a record and simple routing or wage. These are the, please study this one. There's lots of very good feature are there. Okay, we love it. Right now, not interested in. Define simple record. Now what is the here? So let's say on move. Okay, on move, and what is the endpoint? So endpoint is your load balancer. So endpoint is your SEER classic load balancer. So what is this? Mumbai region. By the way, UI got changed actually. Here, this is the endpoint, right? Dual stack gets correct now. Dual stack. See, this is a different one, I guess. Oh yeah, it's the same thing. 6565, correct. So you see here 65 and routing some whatever this defines simple routing, and guys got created. So guys, anyone in the whole world will click on move dot, they will click on this one. Anyone in the whole world, they will get my applications. Okay, so let's try. It will take some time, I guess. Sometime it take 24 hours also, depends on your DNS provider. I have a GoDaddy for this, so it's not accessible for me. Can you please try from your side also? I think US people, if someone is from USA, I think that will be faster. Anyone got this?
No, Rajesh.
Nope.
It takes some time actually. It's a cache, public cache. It will take some time. Okay, so yes, this is the way you connect it with your domain and subdomain with a load balancer. You should have a domain bought at the Route 53, or you can buy anywhere. I bought that at the Route GoDaddy because that is little cheaper. $1 or $2 than AWS. So that is what I did. Any question, guys?
Nope.
Okay.
So Raj,
So now we have
that
completed.
particular service cannot be associated to the. Sorry, I mean to say, let's say particular web application cannot be associated to the cluster load balancers as well as external load balancer.
Sorry, I missed your question. Cluster load balancer. What is that?
So what I meant to say is, if I am running application, let's say Nginx, if I wanted to expose that for the internal as well as external, so can't I have two services for that?
Yes, you can have. Yeah, you can have as many services. Service is free of cost.
Okay. So I have to ensure only the labels are matches.
Yeah, that's all. Okay, guys. So now I'll give you the lab for 15 minutes. So this is the workstation. All the commands you know how to get it already. Rest of the commands I have already taught you. Okay. So now I'm sharing this notes at the GitHub.
I do have a question.
Yeah, please tell me.
I have a doubt.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, see, whenever we change the labels, the selector label.
Thanks for watching. If you liked our Kubernetes session so far, please enroll for our channel membership $399 plan to get access of all the parts. Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devops.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $399 plan and grow your skills immensely.
Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest.
Thanks for watching.